Hello, today we are talking about learning irregular verbs. There are so many approaches to learn them, and there are many opinions about how to learn them better. Let's examine at least a couple of them. Approach number one, which was very popular in Ukrainian schools recently, is to learn two forms of irregular verbs, just two forms, like be, was, were. And it was a bit strange, and probably it was justified by the fact that in Ukrainian schools, irregular verbs are studied from the third grade, and they don't study the perfect at this time. But anyway, here learning just two forms is for me doesn't work really well, because then you don't remember, or I don't know when the time comes for you to learn the third form. Another approach is to learn just by similar verbs, and there are many divisions. For example, donkey verbs like begin, began, began, then chicken verbs which are the same, like bet, 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 and we can roughly divide all irregular verbs into 7 main groups by the way how they are formed. It's a great approach, but also it requires certain knowledge, and if you learn irregular verbs when you are 8 or 9 or 10, it is probably quite difficult to understand the similarity of writing. So what is the approach that we stick to in interclass? Actually, our favorite approach is just to learn irregular verbs by heart as a poem, and probably this is the approach that everyone uses. And recently we noticed that 100 irregular verbs may be divided into 5 main groups. So they may be studied in these groups when you study similar topics, the certain topics, and that is how they may be mastered, because you may meet these verbs in the text and you can go back to them, and that is how you make the word lists. So what are the word lists that we offer? They are daily actions. If you look at the vocabulary of daily actions, you will notice that there is practically no expression without an irregular verb. Probably it is explained by the fact that irregular verbs are from Anglo-Saxon origin, from Old English, and for naming the daily actions, they are still used. There will be the verbs like wake, get, take, put, have, lay, make, give, eat, drink, go, sweep. Probably not the most frequent daily action, but still, lit, do, shut. Everything will be here in daily actions. So for school, we can put in this group such verbs as begin, teach, show, see, speak, tell, say, sing, hear, learn, read, write, draw, cart. Many of the verbs can correlate and make set expressions with school materials and school supplies. For body movements, they will refer such verbs as sit, stand, ride, swim, fly, swing, shake, throw, catch, win, lose, strike. For nature, rise, the sun rises, set, the same, shine, blow, freeze, grow, hang, dig, burn, sting. And for the city, as this is one of the recommended topics for this age, will be ring, send, choose, sell, buy, cost, pay, drive, ride, light, and of course some others. This approach will help you to insert the verbs into the topics, and that is how you will make them more meaningful.